Hot. Jung and Jung So Minutes speak up for the first time about their fateful relationship. Is it just coincidence? Or is destiny at play? When two top stars keep crossing paths in the most unexpected ways, questions are bound to arise. What really connects Jung and Jung So Minutes? Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the truth behind their mysterious bond, starting now. Is it just another coincidence in the ever-spinning world of Korean entertainment? Or is there something deeper, something that feels like fate? Jung and Jung So Minutes, two of South Korea's most beloved actors, have finally broken their silence about a connection that fans have long speculated about. For years, the public has watched their careers unfold with uncanny parallels, but it wasn't until now that either of them publicly addressed the mounting rumors, shared glances, and seemingly serendipitous meetings. Their story begins not on set or at a press conference, but in the quiet backstage chaos of an award ceremony several of years ago. Both were nominated, both stunning in their designer attire, and both unaware that this moment would be the first of many uncanny intersections in their lives. Jung So Minutes recalls that night vividly. He was standing a few feet away from me, waiting for his cue to go on stage. I don't know why, but I felt like I had seen him before, not on screen, but in a dream. Jung, ever the gentleman with a calm demeanor, laughs softly when told about her memory. It's funny, because I had a strange feeling too. It wasn't dramatic or loud, just a kind of recognition. That night, nothing much happened. No deep conversation, no exchange of numbers. But that was just the beginning. The next time their paths crossed was during a script reading for a drama pilot. Both were in consideration for lead roles in different projects, yet the reading was held in the same studio complex. Casting assistant who greeted them even mixed up their names, much to their amusement. It became a bit of an inside joke, So Minutes said. From then on, every time we bumped into each other, we'd say, "Ah, it's you again." Fans began to notice too. Social media was ablaze with speculation after a behind-the-scenes video surfaced, showing the two stars laughing candidly at a fashion show after-party. Some viewers claimed they saw a spark, others dismissed it as friendly industry banter. But the coincidences kept piling up. In one magazine interview, both unknowingly listed the same obscure romantic film as their all-time favorite. In a separate variety show, each mentioned wanting to take a solo trip to Prague, a dream that they later discovered they shared. I was watching her episode, he revealed. I had to pause. I thought, is this a script? It mirrored everything I had just said in an interview the week before. It was enough to make even the most rational minds start to wonder. When asked whether they believed in fate, both actors hesitated. I used to think everything was coincidence, So Minutes admitted. But lately, I've been wondering if some meetings are meant to happen. Jung was more cautious, but no less intrigued. I believe in timing. Sometimes people come into your life at the exact moment you need them, not earlier, not later. Despite the mounting curiosity, neither confirmed any romantic involvement. Yet their recent collaboration on a film titled Whispers in the Rain has only fueled the fire. Cast as star-crossed lovers torn apart by circumstance, the chemistry between them was electric. On set, crew members often noted how little direction was needed in their emotional scenes. There was this one take, the director recalled, where I almost yelled cut because the emotion felt too real. But I didn't. I let it run. Later, both of them said they didn't even remember the camera was rolling. That authenticity wasn't just acting. It was something deeper, something unspoken, and it didn't go unnoticed. Rumors began swirling around the media, with headlines suggesting a blooming romance. Fans took to Twitter, Instagram, and fan forums, dissecting every shared glance and comment. In an exclusive interview with Red Carpet Revealed, the pair sat down for the first time together to discuss the talk surrounding their fateful relationship. The mood was playful. There was an underlying sincerity in their responses. We never planned any of this, he explained. But it's interesting how life has a way of connecting dots you didn't even know existed. So Minutes nodded. It's like the universe keeps giving us moments to understand each other better. Maybe it's just meant to be a strong friendship, or maybe it's something else. We're not rushing to define it. They may not have used the word love, but what they described felt profound. Fans were left both satisfied and hungry for more. Their interview wrapped, the two exchanged a smile that seemed to hold years of stories. And perhaps, that smile was the real answer. But what happened behind the scenes during the filming of Whispers in the Rain? What secrets still lie beneath the surface of their seemingly serendipitous journey? The truth may be more surprising than anyone imagined. The camera lights may have dimmed, and the sets may have been packed away. The story between Jung and Jung So Minutes didn't end with the last scene of Whispers in the Rain. In fact, for those watching closely, it was only just beginning. In this second part of our exclusive, Red Carpet Revealed takes you deeper into the behind-the-scenes revelations, private admissions, and personal transformations that have continued to spark conversations across the entertainment world. The buzz around their on-screen chemistry led many to question just how much of their connection was scripted and how much was simply real. Members of the production crew confirmed what fans suspected: there was something magnetic between the two stars. Lighting technicians, makeup artists, even the boom mic operator all noticed it, that unspoken energy that can't be faked. They didn't have to act it, said Yoon Tae-hwa, the assistant director. It was just there. In the way they looked at each other, in the pauses between lines, and how they lingered even after the director yelled cut. But perhaps the most telling moments came when the cameras weren't rolling. Quiet corners of the set, away from the gaze of production. And So Minutes often shared coffee breaks, laughter, and long conversations. Fellow actor Kim Sung-woo, who played a supporting role in the film, described them as undeniably close, in a way that felt deeper than co-workers. There was one evening during a night shoot, Sung-woo shared, when the rest of us were exhausted. They were sitting together, sharing earbuds, listening to music. There was no one else around, but it looked like the world had faded away for them. When asked about this, So Minutes blushed and laughed. We were listening to a song from the soundtrack. It helped us stay in the emotional zone. But yes, I guess we lost track of time. Jung Hyun, ever thoughtful in his words, added, sometimes a single melody can bring two people into the same moment. It's not something you plan. It just happens. The film wrapped, but the narrative didn't. Rumors intensified when the pair were spotted together at a cozy neighborhood restaurant in Seoul, just weeks after production ended. Headlines speculated a secret relationship. Agencies denied romantic involvement, but public interest soared. Still, despite the clamor, the actors maintained their characteristic grace. The second half of their exclusive interview, the tone grew more reflective. Red Carpet Revealed asked what they had learned about themselves through this connection. So Minutes responded first. I've always valued independence, and I still do. But through working with him, I learned how comforting it can be to have someone who understands you without needing to say anything. That kind of connection is rare. He followed. I used to think acting was about isolation. You dig deep into your own world to pull out emotions. But with her, I realized the best performances come from openness. She brought something out of me I didn't know I had. Those admissions opened the floodgates of speculation, but they also revealed something deeper than romance: mutual respect, emotional intimacy, and a sense of synchronicity that many would envy. Fan theories exploded. Reddit threads dissected interviews frame by frame. Doc edits comparing their gestures, expressions, and interviews racked up millions of views. Hashtags like #Him and Fate and #Destiny Couple trended globally. Entertainment journalists weighed in, calling them the unofficial lit couple of Korean cinema. Names became inseparable in search engines. Yet despite the growing pressure, both actors remained rooted. In one poignant moment during the interview, Ian looked over at So Minutes and said, I think we're both figuring it out as we go. What matters is that we trust each other, on and off camera. So Minutes smiled. And that we laugh. We laugh a lot. That keeps things light, even when everything around us feels intense. When asked if they were dating, the pair exchanged a glance that spoke volumes. Let's just say, Ian replied with a grin, some stories are better when you let them unfold naturally. Their relationship, whether romantic, platonic, or something evolving in between, is a modern reflection of human connection in a spotlighted world. It resists labels, yet commands attention, and maybe that's what makes it all the more compelling. The interview wrapped, the final question lingered, Do they believe they were meant to meet? So minutes took a deep breath. I think some people enter your life like a whisper. Quiet, unexpected, but they leave an echo. Nodded, his voice quiet. And sometimes, that echo becomes the soundtrack to everything that comes next. Whatever the nature of their bond, one thing is certain: fate, coincidence. Something beyond. The story of Jung and Jung so minutes has only just